Acceptable for someone to create a documentary about you without your approval, how would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like
Definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty.
right. It's like somebody putting out your sex tape.
Yeah, if you want to make, yeah, exactly.
It's like
Without your permission,
And you're not an actual star.
and they do it.
the lighting wasn't good or nothing.
Yeah, they're
It's
trying to
like-
make you just look bad. I wanted to be a dope documentary.
It gotta be dope.
Showing who you are, what you've done.
I don't know, boy.
You've accomplished. Like, yeah, documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like that's petty behavior.
And I want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's like legal to do though.
Documentary is more like a
seem like
mockumentary. How
But
can it
they-
even
they
be called a
story that ill,
documentary?
you
though?
can
Because you call a documentary when it's not. When it's
once you become, if you're
If
a
you that
public person,
figure,
you're in the
they can just
news.
do it.
You can be Google.
so. Do you think that it's wrong or not?
I
I'm
think
not
is
with
why
it.
wouldn't you want the person involved to
That's not
interact?
really a
to-
Story that ill, you can make you can do something
Because
with
once
it.
you-
They
Like,
story
why is
that
it
ill.
called a documentary when it's not? When
it's still a doc. You know, it's not an autobiography, but it's a documentary. Because once you become a public person,
Bro, none of them Pablo Escobar documentaries I watched, none of them people knew him. They all
There you go.
people, they
That's what I'm
just,
saying.
you get what I mean? Like you
so
can
once
just,
you become, if you're
if you
a
that
public
figure,
person, you're in the
they can
news.
just do it.
You can be Google.
So do you think that it's wrong or not?
I think
not
it's
with it.
wrong. I'm not with
I
it
ain't
either.
saying
I
that.
think that
I'm not with it.
Do
I
we all
think you
agree that
should-
it's wrong? Thumbs down for that.
want nobody putting out my sex tape.
You're right.
I mean, if they slandering you or they violating, I think it's
I
wrong.
don't want
you
to
know
talk
what I
about
mean?
sex tapes with this nigga. This
if they saluting you, it come with who you became.
Saluting was different.
You know what I mean, yeah.
I got to see like what's true and what's not true.
Call us squatters.
Yeah, he called you guys squatters and said you guys owe $250,000. So is that true?
I don't know nothing about I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, so you guys have paid your rent.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, all right. Now to put it in perspective, though, you said
What?
you weren't taking aim.
No, we not making our podcast not going. We don't talk about people. We take things and internalize it. We was talking about, it was a general conversation about do people have the actual right to make a documentary about you, and how would you feel if it was you? But I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm not trying to walk nothing down. Like if it's smoke, it's smoke. We
All
know
right,
that.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so-
know that. But you know, everybody panties is a bunch. Oh my God, 50.
It doesn't feel like this is a big.
No, it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the thing is,
The
like,
intention was not to
if
come
you,
in.
If you shooting and you saying they and these guys and you got a picture and I'm in the picture, I'm shooting back, and it's with whoever. It's
Okay.
with whoever, whenever,
We
however,
know.
whatever.
We know.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as 50 Cent has added 4 new people to his list with issues and connections and comments regarding his new documentary about Diddy on Netflix. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clips of the beginning in full from episode 10 of the Let's Rap About It podcast that dropped the other day, where they had spoke on that documentaries being done, Autobot. They were just speaking in general, but everybody know it was in reference to the doc, because, I mean, that's the hottest conversation on the internet right now. And they was giving their perspective on it, and I actually missed that. So I didn't see that they had said that in reference to the doc. I didn't see it get put all over the blogs because they wasn't really speaking down. They didn't say 50 names, so it wasn't really nothing too much to throw up. But when 50 Cent called it, because I didn't catch that, he just went to the gram yesterday and turned up first and said that they were squatters, put up several posts. It said, these guys are squatters. They owe $250K for the space they are filming their podcast. These bums are trying to win Best Dressed Award and can't pay their bills. Then he came back with another post and said, hey, I understand Diddy was your hero. Stay down with him. I don't care if you let me play with your butt. Then act like you don't remember. And put that up there as well. And then Maino came back last night with his response and said, meet Killer Curtis, ladies and gentlemen. He helped me get my record deal before, so I'ma always be grateful. So it's gonna hurt me to drag this nigga to hell. F is the problem, Curtis. What has your G unit, G string in a bunch, nigga? Is the B or is it the B or the diabetes? But let's rap about it. And he came with his response direct last night. And I missed that first part at first because 50 just jumped out there. He didn't put the video or the clip up until a little bit after that. And I had already shot my video, so I went on ahead and released it. So I was a little behind. I didn't catch that part at first right there. But 50 felt like, hey, y'all spoke on the documentary, so I'm finna go at y'all not too. I already got the issues going back and forth from Marlon Wayne. I think he said he passed that one. Dame Dash has been vocal about not liking it, not being down with it, doesn't think it's cool and stuff. So everybody giving their different perspectives and opinions on it. And 50 like, hey, if you a figure, you got a name, you say something I don't like, I will go at you with it and things like that. Now, when it comes to the them squatting, I don't know. I don't know if they didn't really got that spot, if they really just found the open, abandoned location and said, hey, we can turn it up. Who knows? Maino said he don't know what 50 talking about or nothing. And I think that is Jim Jones' space, because Jim Jones recently opened up a studio and a whole place where you can do all type of sets he's supposed to have there. Barbershop, I think it's recording, podcast, just a creator space as a whole. He had already been pushing that. And he already has, I know he got multiple sets there, and he got his own personal podcast as the one with them as well. But for me, if you ain't squatting inside of something, just keeping it 100. If you ain't squatting inside somebody's house, something that somebody else own, if it's up for grabs, and you done found the way to find you a loophole to snatch something up for free and beat the system, I can't knock it. I'm always reference back to that other situation that happened out there, the DF Dub, when old boy got that highs. People who find a loophole to beat the system to get a free car. If it ain't affecting nobody's personal life, ain't affecting nobody's personal business, hey, do you 1-2 thing. But 50, you know, he gonna go down there, take it there. Maino said he gonna go there with him as well if it need to go there. He responded immediately last night. Maino into it with right now as well. Been into it back and forth with academics as well. Him and 50, Maino letting it be known, hey, we ain't coming to the podcast to disrespect, to talk down. But if you speak up on us, I'm going to speak back. I'm going to be that guy, because 50 didn't separate it, because him and Jim Jones been having their issues already. He didn't say, I'm going to just direct this at Jim. He put it at all of them. So it is what it is at this point in time. New York got a lot of capital C's going on right now. Controversy, chaos, confusion, conflict, confrontation. To keep the algorithm in rotation and be a part of the conversation, we added crashing out to the situation. And this is one of 50 Cent's main marketing tactics. I'm always say this. And also, you know, the podcast is doing well already on its own. They podcast is doing great numbers, good conversations and stuff from the clips that I have seen, and the ones I have been able to let play through. Jim Jones' podcast is doing as well also. This is adding more gasoline to it and turning it up some more, but they already have emotion over there. So, hey, I guess in the end of the time, everybody win. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.